Alright, so you already know what it is, man. We're back with another one. If you don't know what it is, I guess you can read the title and description below or something. I don't know. But last time I tried a little something different with the immediate reaction. Tried to get the video as fast out as possible. Did everything off the top of the head, and I don't think that really went over so well. So yeah, we're gonna try something a little more conventional and whatever. I put a little more time and thought into this, and I hope you enjoy the results. The top 5 reasons why I'm excited to watch the WNBA this season. Number 5, we have the Chicago Sky. Now, the Sky are a team that have had some of the better players of the last decade come through their franchise. Elena Deladon, Sylvia Fowles, even Cappie Pondexter and Candice Apri. They've had all this talent come through and leave with 0 championships to show for it. So last season, the Sky had a little rebuilding year. They were 10 games under 500, 12-22. They missed the playoffs. But it seems like this year, they're starting to get their centerpieces for the next era of Sky basketball and drafting Diamond DeShields and Gabby Williams. Now, DeShields looks like she's already comfortable in the game in the professional ranks after playing last year in Europe. She had a great, comfortable season opening performance in Indiana, but also don't sleep on the 10-year vet Allie Quigley. Quigley had a great performance as well against the Fever on Saturday. She had 19 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Now, mind you, her last full season in the WNBA 2016, she grabbed 3 rebounds all year. So she's always been a scorer. She's been 6th Woman of the Year a couple of times in the league. If she can get an all-around game together, man, that might be another weapon in that Chicago Sky arsenal. So am I saying that they are going to make the playoffs? No, but they're going to at least be, I would expect them to be back in that playoff contention this year and playoff race. So that's what I'm excited to see, the Sky get back and move on to their new era of team in basketball and stuff like that. Number 4, I have the Connecticut Sun. Lexi Brown is probably the rookie I'm most excited to watch this season. She's very exciting to watch on the defensive and offensive end. She can shoot the lights out the gym. She had a great career at Duke, a great year at Maryland, came from Gwinnett County. So I'm excited to watch her. She's also a great blogger. Y'all make sure y'all go check her channel out and subscribe to her. But back to the basketball. Last season, the Sun impressed some people and they shocked some people by making the playoffs without their best player, Chiney Owumake. They still made the playoffs without her. A couple of the Thomases stepped into her place last year, and they really had breakout seasons. Alyssa and Jasmine. And also they had Jonquel Jones, who also had a great year, averaging a double-double. In her place, most improved player in the league. So it'll be interesting to see all of those aforementioned pieces, plus Owumake coming back into the fold. What did they do? What do they do? Because they already made the playoffs last year. So what do they do when they get their best player back? And then you add in a rookie like Lexi Brown into the picture as well. Alyssa Thomas is a player that really impressed me just watching her game. She's great all-around player. So we'll see what they do, and I just expect them to continue to improve as a team. Number 3, I have the Las Vegas Aces. Now Las Vegas, it seems like it's just their year. The Golden Knights, as you see, they're this close to making the Stanley Cup final in their first year of existing ever, which is just unheard of. You have the Vegas Raiders coming in a couple of years. So I think now you have the Aces. You have back-to-back first #1 picks. They could be the Philly of the NBA with Kelsey Plum and Aja Wilson now. You don't know what you're going to get with that team. You have some veteran experience on the roster with Dearica Hamby and Tamara Young. And then also you have your wild card in Shoni Shimler. You don't know what you're going to get from her. Hopefully, the fact that she even just got back on the WNBA roster, she might just be improved and in a little better shape. They say shooters never lose their touch. So maybe that's a secret weapon that you can bring off the bench for you this year. So yeah, I'm interested to see how Vegas does this year in their first year of being in Vegas. I also want to see the fan support over there, because I know that they've won it and they demanded professional sports for some time now, and they finally starting to get it with the Raiders coming over, with the expansion Knights coming in the NHL, and them being just insanely successful in their first year of existence. So I mean, we'll see how they support the basketball team. Number 2, I have the Atlanta Dream and the Phoenix Mercury. Now, the Dream and the Mercury, I believe these are the 2 teams that have the best chance of stopping another LA-Minnesota final, and that's because the Dream are the most improved team over the offseason, probably bar none, simply largely due to the fact that they're bringing back perennial MVP candidate Angel McCoughtry. She sat out last season due to rest. She's back now. And then you bring her into the fold with Elizabeth Williams, one of the better players at her position last year. In the Eastern Conference, Laisha Clarendon and Tiffany Hayes had great seasons, stepping into the place of Angel McCoughtry in that scoring absence and stuff like that. Brittany Sykes had a great rookie year. She's coming back. You have Amani McGee coming off the bench to add some depth. Mo Billings coming off the bench to add some depth. And you put in championship caliber point guard Renee Montgomery into the picture. The Dream should definitely win a lot of games this season. Now, it might take a little time at the beginning of the year because they did finish 10 games under 500 like the Sky, and they missed the playoffs. They have to learn how to play with each other again. But once they do that, I mean, I think it's going to be smooth sailing for the Dream. And then you have the Phoenix Mercury. Of course, the Mercury are always a team that gives LA problems, gives Minnesota problems, whoever they play in the playoffs some problems, because they're so talented with that big duo of Griner and Taurasi. They also have added Sancho Little and Breanna January to the picture this season, so we'll see what they do. Having Taurasi, another year of Taurasi back in the WNBA after missing, you know, of course, a couple of years ago, resting and stuff like that. I think that, you know, they're always a team that takes LA a couple games to the last second, the last shot in the playoffs. So maybe this is the year that they could get over the hump. You never know. And number 1, of course, I have the best rivalry in all of basketball, the Minnesota Lynx and the LA Sparks. If you want to debate me about it, go ahead. Links in the description of some articles I wrote a long time about why that is the best rivalry in basketball. But I mean, 50% of their final games go to the last second, the last shot. You don't see that in the NBA with anybody. So I think they are the best rivalry in all of professional basketball. It's just exciting. The quality of play is high because you have 2 of the better players on both teams. You have Awumike and Candace Parker on the LA Sparks, and then Sylvia Fowles and Maya Moore on the Minnesota Lynx. So I just like it. I like watching decent basketball. They play today. I have no idea when I'm going to be able to upload this, if it's going to be before the game or after the game. But whenever the case is, please enjoy the basketball. Watch the basketball. Support the WNBA this year. I think it's going to be really good. I just gave you 5 reasons why you should watch it, why you should be excited for it. Until next time, if you made it to the end of the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm out.